Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Red Gal. Hey, how are you? Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Josie. Good morning. Hey, TL. Welcome to the room. Hi, Diana. I'm Anika V. Brown. Welcome to my virtual space. Welcome to another Command Your Day. It is time for us to get together and use words to breathe life into our day. Love 43. Oh, that's an interesting tag. Good morning to you. Hi, Alex. Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to the room. Good morning, Danny. Hey, Lilia. I'm doing well. How are you? Hey, Steve. Good morning. Good morning, Yo Yo. Draco, good morning. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. Good morning. I'm doing well, Danny. I am doing well. No complaints at all. No complaints. I am doing well. Hi, Fabian. Welcome to the room. Welcome. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the follow button. Hey, Johnny. If you are new here, good morning. She got that. How are you? If you are new here, go ahead and hit the follow button. Become a part of the family. We're live here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time for Command Your Day. Good morning, Miss Gloria. How are you? Okay, awesome, Danny. Awesome. Do I have a great attorney? An attorney for what? Chad. What do I need an attorney for? Uh, oh, you do? Oh, you're just trying to advertise. Is that what you're trying to do? All is well. Okay, awesome. I'm doing well. You're just trying to put an ad out, Chad. Is that what you're trying to do? Trying to get in on the crowd. Hey, DC, how are you? Welcome to the room. Come on in. Double tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Share it out if you can do that as well. Let's bring some new family members in the room. Let's do that. Let's do that. Welcome again. I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Good morning, Liz. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, Fortitude. How are you? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, Jean, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so let's get into our gratitude check-in. Let's do that. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's do our gratitude check-in. Go ahead and drop 3 things in the comments that you are grateful for today. You're welcome, Liz. You're welcome. I'm doing well, Fortitude. I am. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So let's do our gratitude check-in. Go ahead and drop in the comments 3 things that you're grateful for today. The big 3. Awesome. Life, health, and strength. Hey, Faith B. How are you? My health, my home, my remote job. I love that for you. I'm blessed to be awake. Awesome. The big 3, this community and energy shift. Yes. Love that. Love that. So if you're new here, the big 3 is life, health, and strength. Good morning, Teeks. How are you? Yes. So if you're new here, the big 3 is life, health, and strength. I see that is the common thing this morning. It is the common thing. And I love that for all of you. I love that for all of you. Grateful for another day. New summer job. Awesome. I love it. And yes, strength. Awesome. The Lord, my body, my support group. Awesome. I love it. God, family, health, and strength. My dog, my job, a roof over my head. All right, let me hold back. No stories. No stories. I'm so grateful for compassionate and caring people. Awesome. I love it. You're good, Teeks. I'm doing well. I am doing well. Hey, Esther. Good morning to you. Good morning, Liza. Hi, Angelica. Good morning to you. Welcome to the room. So, what we're doing is our gratitude check in. We're dropping three things in the comments that we're grateful for today. This exercise helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. Ooh, we're going up there. The numbers are going up really fast. So, what we're doing again, this is our gratitude check in. We do this every morning. This exercise helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. We're not worried about what's not here, who is not here, what we're missing. No, we're looking around and being grateful for the little things that we have, or what you consider little, because as I tell you all every morning, what you consider little, someone else is praying for a percentage of that. So we're being grateful for what we already have, right? What we already have, we're being grateful for it. Waking up, this community, God's help. God's help. Yes. Awesome. I love it. I love it. So we do this exercise every morning, and I would recommend that if you're new here, that you join in and practice gratitude every morning. Every morning. Hey, little bit. How are you? God, family, and new home. Congratulations. Congratulations on your new home. I'm so happy for you. Absolutely happy for you. Absolutely happy for you. So yes, that is our gratitude check-in. Yes, we celebrate over here. Yes, we do. We celebrate. Yes, congratulations to you on your new home. So happy for you. So happy for you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. All right. So we've also made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year. We're not letting fear hold us back. We're not being overly concerned about what people think, what they say. No, we're not discounting ourselves. We're not tapping into any anxiety. No, we're not doing that. We're making bold moves this year. So let's reiterate that by typing in the comments, I am making bold moves this year. We're getting it done this year. We have 6 months left, and we're going to work the 6 months so that when we get to December, we're celebrating. I got this done. I got that done. I'm a new person, right? I shifted my mindset, and look at me now, right? So we are making bold moves this year. Good morning, Life is Precious. How are you? Yes, we are making bold moves this year. So if you're new here, just follow suit in the comments. Type, I am making bold moves. We're keeping that promise that we've made to ourselves, right? No longer will we push our dreams and our desires to the back. No, we're going to get it done this year. We're doing it this year. We're absolutely making those bold moves this year. It feels good. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It feels really good to accomplish those goals, to check some things off your list. And good. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's keep it moving. So for those of you who are new here, we are working from the Bold Moves Manual. So get your copy on Amazon so you can follow along with us when you join us here in the morning. So again, we're here live every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Get your copy of the Bold Moves Manual and join us right here so you can follow along. Today, we're going to be on page 189 and 190. Page 189 and 190. Now you may say, why do I need to get the book if you're going to talk from the book? Because of the time restraint or constraint that I have, I may not be able to go through all of the information on these pages. But if you follow along, you will grasp it better. You will hold on to the strategy that I'm sharing with you. So get your copy on Amazon, or you can download the e-version from the link in my bio and join us here so you can follow along. Hey, Roar. Yes, we are making bold moves this year. We're absolutely doing it. So this book is mindset coaching in a book. It's not just a regular manual. No, it's not. It's mindset coaching in a book. So get your copy. Join us right here so you can follow along. So again, today we're going to be on page 189 and 190. All right. So let me pray really quickly. Then we'll move into the rest of the agenda so we can get to the word of the day. All right. I'm going to pray for all of us you're going to type in the comments amen, which says that you agree with the prayer. All right, so here we go. The Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil. Our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. Yes, we are making bold moves together. Yes, indeed. And we're doing it this year. Surely, yes, Miss Gloria, without a doubt. Goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives. Thank y'all so much for typing amen. Hey, Latasha, how are you? How are you doing this morning? All right, let's keep it moving. We're going to move right into our affirmations. We're going to move right into our affirmations. So if you have your book, the affirmations, they're right here. This is page 5. The affirmations are on page 5. And remember that you're praying the Bold Moves prayer every morning, okay? Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. How are you? Remember that you're praying the Bold Moves prayer every morning. So this is to help you to overcome fear and embrace boldness so you can do that thing that scares you. But you're going to go out there and do it. Good morning. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I am doing well. All right, so let's get into the affirmations. Let's do that. And for those of you who are just hopping on, you can get your copy of this book on Amazon, the Bold Moves Manual. Or you can just type my name in on Amazon, Anika V. Brown, and it will pop up, all right? It will pop up for you. So let's get through these affirmations. Let's do that. I'm going to read through them. Hey, Alan, how are you? You're going to repeat it to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. There's so much power in agreement. So much power when we come together and we agree on these powerful words that we're speaking of ourselves. All right? So here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. So these are the affirmations that we use every morning to position our mindset so we can take the day on with a positive outlook. All right. So again, the affirmations, they're inside of the Bold Moves Manual. They're on page 5. So get your copy. Yes, living in permission. I love that, Miss Arena. I love that. Absolutely love it. Living in permission. Yes, indeed. So get your copy of the book so you can have access to the affirmations. Yes, we give ourselves permission to live your dreams, permission to be successful, permission to take up space. We don't talk about that a lot, but it is necessary. Take up space. Take up space. You're not too much. You're not too much. You're just enough. Thank you, Miss Arena. Thank you. You're not too much. Take up space. It's okay. It's okay. Be all that and a bag of chips. Yes, be all that and a bag of chips and enjoy it. All right? Enjoy it. Alrighty. I know. Yes. Be all that and a bag of chips and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Right? Enjoy it. Nobody knows when you're struggling, when you're going through your hard time. So when that time comes around and your seasons change and things are flowing the way that you want them to flow, enjoy it. All of it. Enjoy all of it. Don't let anybody try to guilt trip you or no. Be all of it. Enjoy all of it. All right. Thank you, Jean. Thank you. Listen, your tag. That's one of my favorite actors. I'm telling my age now. I'm telling my age. But yeah. All right. So really quick announcements. Be sure that you have joined the Commanders community. You can do that by using the link that is in my bio. You can do that by using the link in my bio. So you tap my profile picture. It's going to take you to my bio, the very first link in my bio. You're going to tap that. And the first option says Commanders Community. It is free. Put your best email address in. Hit submit, and that is how you join. All right. We're planning a virtual meetup to celebrate our 365 days of live streaming. So if you want to be in the know, if you want to have access to the link, once we send it out, join the Commanders community. All right. Join the Commanders community. We are 7 weeks or 6 weeks now away from celebrating our 365 days live streaming. And I want you to be a part of that celebration. So join my community by using the link that is in my bio. If you can't find it, send me a DM and I'll help you to get connected. All right. Grab your copy of the Bold Moves Manual. This is what we work from in the morning time, so you can follow along. You retain the information better when you follow along from the book. So the Bold Moves Manual, get your copy on Amazon, or you can download the e-version from the link that is in my bio. All right. My next live mentorship session will be on July 26th. If you want to be in the room with myself and my mentees, send me a DM with the word mentor. All right. Send me a DM with the word mentor so I can help you to get enrolled in the Action Accelerator. It is also available on the link in my bio. So if you want to check out the link, go ahead and do so. All right. Go ahead and do so. All right. Let's keep it moving. Again, we're on page 189 today. For the word of the day, we're on page 189 and 190. 189 and 190. That's what we're on today. I can't peel this page back. All right. So 189 and 190. So we're talking about discipleship today. Yes, that is not a word that you hear every day, but it is important. It is important. So we're talking about discipleship. Yes. We're talking about discipleship today. Hello, videos. All right, so we're talking about discipleship today. And again, it's not a word that you hear all the time, but it should be a common word in personal development because it's important, right? So here's a definition that I went with for discipleship. The act of following and learning from a teacher or leader, a relationship with a master teacher, adhering to their way of life, right? Discipleship is connected to the journey of becoming. So if you're the one saying, okay, I'm in that season of becoming, whatever you're becoming, right? And I would hope that it's the best version of you. So if you're on that journey of becoming, you need you need to be discipled, right? There needs to be someone that you are looking to for help or instruction on how to become the best version of you. Right? Now, when we hear the word discipleship, many immediately think of following Jesus and the disciples. And that is true. That is true. Good morning, beautiful soul. How are you? And that is true. That is the right place for your mind to go to, or your thoughts to go to. But there are other connotations of this word, right? So discipleship is a lifestyle, not a program. It's not a one-time event. No, it's not. It's the continuous process of growing and following. Growing and following. So let's look at the heart of discipleship. Now, at its core, discipleship is about relationship, right? You're welcome, beautiful soul. It's about relationship, both with God and with others, with men, right? Thank you for being one of those people. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you for saying that. I appreciate you for saying that. Right? So both with God and with others, especially those who have accomplished something that you are striving to accomplish yourself. Now, it is important that you do a personal audit if you are already under discipleship, right? You have someone that you're looking to, someone that is teaching, someone that is training you, someone whose principles you're following. It's important that you do a personal audit, right? Again, if you're under discipleship, or another word is mentorship, right? You may be more familiar with mentorship. Ask yourself, am I growing in life, in career, spiritually, or financially with the one that is discipling me? You have to ask yourself that question. And I know that sometimes we hold these teachers or master teachers or mentors in such high regard that we feel afraid to do an assessment, right? Afraid to do an audit as to where am I? Where have I been, right? What have I learned in all this time that I've been discipled by this individual or this group of individuals, right? Sometimes we hold them in such high regard, but when it comes to your personal growth and you becoming, you have to do it. You have to do a personal audit. You have to, because you could stay stuck, not grow out of reverence, right? And I'm not saying to dishonor anyone. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But you have to, if you want to grow, you want to go higher, you want to do more, you want to produce more, you have to do a personal audit, asking yourself, am I growing in my life, in my career, spiritually, financially, with the one that is discipling me? Or am I just going through the motion, no real progress, no change, just the same old issues, same old problem, no new strategies, no new resolution, no new way out, no new perception of what it is that you're experiencing? It's just the same old. You have to do a personal audit. I know you reverence them, you honor them, and I'm not saying lose that. But when it comes to you, have you noticed that your life has changed? Are you making more money? Or are you making better life decisions, right? Have you grown spiritually? You have to do that audit. All right? I know sometimes you may realize that, man, I feel like I'm in the same place doing the same thing all these years, and I've been paying attention, I've been listening, but nothing is changing. And you may feel afraid to acknowledge that I'm not growing in this place under this discipleship or mentorship. I'm not growing. But if you want to move up, if you want to go higher, if you want things to change, you're going to have to do that personal audit and accept what the results are telling you. All right? Does this connection align with my value system and mission? Yes, indeed. There we go. You're pulling our lesson from last Saturday, and I love it. I love it. She is pulling from our lesson. If you missed it, that was what we covered in our live mentorship session last Saturday. Don't miss the next one, okay? Get enrolled in the Action Accelerator. Don't miss it, because she just pulled from our lesson that we covered last Saturday. All right, so again, here's what you're asking yourself when it comes to discipleship. Am I growing in life, in career, spiritually, financially with the one that is discipling me? Or am I just going through the motion, no real progress or change, right? This is very important to answer because, again, I have seen individuals who they recognize that they needed help, right? They recognize that they needed some instruction. They needed someone to lead them, right? They recognized that they needed help. They sought the help. They said, hey, I'm going to follow this group or follow this individual, learn from them, right? They sought the help, but it was not the right help because they spent 3 to 5 years under discipleship with no measurable change seen or experienced in their life. They're stuck, right? They're stuck. And here's why this happens. And this part is not in the book, but I got to tell you, here's why this happened. If the person who is discipling you, and you'll understand why all of this is here, right? If the person who is discipling you or mentoring you decide that I'm okay with just a third grade level education, what do you think is going to happen to you, right? That wants to matriculate to middle school, to high school, what do you think is going to happen to you? If the person who is mentoring you and discipling you decide that I'm good with just a third grade level of education, I don't need to learn anything else, I will just keep teaching the same third grade level stuff that I have learned, what is going to happen to you? The one that wants to move on to college, the one that wants to do undergraduate, graduate program, want to do more, what do you think is going to happen to you? So this is why I'm saying, I know you reverence them, you honor them, but if they're okay at third grade level and you want to grow, you're going to have to make a decision for yourself. You're going to have to, right? And I know sometimes or most of the times there's some backlash that is connected to that because they're going to say, okay, you came and you learned my third grade stuff and now you want to move on. Now you want to. I do. And if you love me, you will allow me to move on to the next thing that you're not willing to learn, right? If you truly love me and want to see me do well, you'll be okay with me moving on to middle school, high school, college, because you've decided that you're okay with third grade level education, right? You have decided that, and I honor that. That's okay. That's your personal decision. But for me, and I thank you for the third grade level stuff that you have taught me. Thank you, Teeks. I thank you for the third grade level stuff that you have taught me. But right now in 2025, I want to try to get to high school. So I'm sorry, but I have to go to the next level. All right. So this is how you're going to handle this discipleship thing. All right. So again, I've seen individuals, they recognized that they needed help. They sought the help. They sat under the help for 3 to 5 years under that discipleship with no measurable change seen or experienced in their life. And this brings frustration and dissatisfaction with yourself, which is why I'm saying that you're going to now have to make a decision for you, for your future, for your kids. Do you just want the third grade level education? And are you okay with your kids just learning third grade education? Like I set the bar high for my kids, right? I set the bar really high. And again, if this is not your thing, it's okay. I am not knocking you. But for those of us that want to go higher, want to learn more, want to do more, this is how you're going to approach this thing. All right? This is how you're going to approach it. So again, don't sit under teaching or discipleship that has the whoever, the group that's leading, the person that's leading, they have decided that they're good with the third grade level education, whether in school system. I'm not just talking about school system, I'm talking about life in general. So I hope this is connecting with you. People who understand that calling knows it's honorable for people to move on. Yeah, so I'm not just talking about school system, I'm talking about life in general. If the person who is mentoring you in finances, they only know a third grade level of financial information, but you want to start investing, you want to be in the college level of financial education, you can't continue to sit here. You can't. And I know it is hard to pull out and move up. I know it is hard, but this is where bold moves comes into place. All right? This is where it comes in. You got to muster up that courage and say, you know what? Thank you for this. I appreciate this, but I would like to move up here now. All right? There is more for me to learn. So much more. You can never know everything there is to know. And again, it's not just about school system. So I hope it's connecting. It's about life. It's about career. Maybe you're being mentored in your career, but the person has plateaued in what they can teach you in your career. And you know there's another level to get to. You know there's higher for you to go. But this person that is mentoring you, they have plateaued in what they know and they don't feel like they need to go back to school and learn anything else so they can continue to teach you and y'all can do this. If they're not doing this, it's okay to get out. It's okay to get out. All right? It's okay. I want you to get that. All right? All right. So, again, it's important for you to do an audit to see where is your master teacher or your mentor leading you in any area of your life. It's not just about school system. All right. Do you do lives every day? Yes, I do. All right. So it's not just about a traditional school system. That's not the only thing that I'm talking about. I'm talking about life overall, career, spiritually, financially. Right? If the person who is giving you instruction, the person who you're listening to, if they have plateaued and you've identified that they haven't learned anything new, every time they open their mouth, you can tell what the next word is. That is a sure sign they have plateaued. All right? So it's okay to pull out and say, okay, I want to go higher. I want to learn more. That's fine. And if the person is not okay with that, okay. All right. All right. So now for those of you who are not yet under discipleship or mentorship, right? If you're not yet there, to be successful in this or to initiate the process of getting there, you have to identify a mentor or a teacher, as the definition says, right? You got to identify a mentor or a teacher, one who has accomplished what you're trying to accomplish, or they have the tools, the systems in place that you know you need to get to your next level, right? I am Faith B. I am. That's what all of this is, this T here. All right. I am. So again, identify a mentor or a teacher. Awesome. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. They have systems, tools, principles, right, that you know that you need to get you to your next level. Then you're going to sit under their teaching and implement the instruction that they're giving you. All right. It's not enough to just listen. You have to put into action what it is that you're learning from these teachers or mentors or master teachers, right? You have to implement what they're teaching you. You can't just listen. If all you have is up here and you're not putting it into action, it can't benefit you. You have to implement it for it to benefit you. And here's the next step. When you have grown and evolved, you should also teach someone else. All right? Be willing to teach someone else, because discipleship works both ways. You find someone to pour into you and you pour into someone else, right? That's how it works. Find someone to pour into you and you pour into someone else. This is how we change the world. This is how we change the world. You don't keep everything that you know to yourself. You don't do that. No, disciple another so the change continues down generation. Now, discipleship is a journey and it usually requires 3 things. So here I'm going to share them with you. For those of you who are just hopping in the room, you can get the book. We're on page 189 and 190 today. All right, the Bold Moves Manual. So you can get the full outline for the discipleship strategy. The discipleship strategy on page 189 and 190. All right. So this is what I'm going through. You can get it on Amazon or you can download the e-version from the link in my bio. Hey Sharon, how are you? Welcome to the room. All right, so discipleship is a journey and it usually requires 3 things. Here are the 3 things. Let's run through them. Intentionality, vulnerability, and accountability. 3 things. Let's break them down really quickly. So intentionality, you have to seek out the help you need. Do not sit down waiting for someone to tap you on the shoulder. You identify someone who you know can help you get to your next level. You got to seek out the help. All right? Seek out the help that you need. Remember that closed mouths don't get fed. They don't. If your mouth is closed, they don't know if you're hungry. They don't know what you need. All right? So intentionality is the first requirement. You got to seek out the help. Stop waiting for someone to come knock at the door. You got to get outside and find the help that you need. All right. The second thing is vulnerability. Growth happens when you're honest about your struggles. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. So if I find that there's something that I don't know, I'm going to be vulnerable and say, hey, I want to do this thing, but I don't know how to do it. Can you teach me how to do it? And I'm never afraid to invest in learning, invest in my growth. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So growth happens when you're honest about your struggles, your doubts, and the need for help. You got to be vulnerable. Hey, I'm really bad in this area. I'm not managing this area well. Can you help me? Can you help me? Because I want to get better. I want to do better. I want to grow. Can you help me? So be vulnerable. Be honest. I'm struggling in this area. I am struggling really bad. Let me get some help because I want to grow. All right. And then the third area is accountability. Discipleship isn't about perfection. It's about progress, making progress. Accountability partners help you to stay aligned with the goals that you have set for yourself, right? So your mentor or the person who is discipling you can be your accountability partner to hold you accountable to that health goal, that financial goal, that relationship goal that you have, that educational goal that you have. This is why discipleship is so important. All right. So again, it involves intentionality, seeking out the help that you need, vulnerability, being able to say, hey, I'm struggling with this. I'm fearful about doing this, right? I need help in this area. That's being vulnerable. And then accountability. You need someone to hold you to what you say you're going to do. If you're going to make progress and you know that you've been trying to do it on your own, but you haven't made any real progress, you need an accountability partner, someone to hold you to those goals. All right. I would not be where I'm at if I did not hire coaches and mentors to help me get to my next level. All right. Now, here are the stages of discipleship or mentorship. You could use those interchangeably. All right. There's invitation, there's instruction, and then there's imitation. You're probably thinking, imitation? I don't want to imitate anybody. But there's a healthy side to imitation. There is a healthy side to imitation. So let's break down these stages of discipleship. Number one, invitation. This is where curiosity meets desire. So your desire to accomplish something meets someone who can provide the instruction that you need, the information that you need, the tools that you've been looking for to bring you more clarity so you can go to your next level, right? So that's the first step, invitation, where curiosity meets desire. The second is instruction, learning the principle, the systems, the ethics. And also in that, you're getting an understanding of yourself while this person is mentoring you or discipling you. You're learning about your identity and growing in areas of your life that you desire to focus on, right? Because as I've told y'all before, that you can have different coaches or mentors for different areas of your life, right? You can have a financial coach. You can have a relationship coach, right? You can do that. You can have a specific person that is helping you or helping you in a specific area in your life. I've had a inner healing and deliverance coach before. Like I shared with you all, when I went through my divorce, I had totally, and not even just going through my divorce, my whole marriage life, I had lost my identity, so I needed that. So I hired someone to help me with that, to heal my identity, right? To regain a sense of who I am as an individual. I hired somebody to help me with that. And she was really good, right? She really helped me with that. Right? So you can have someone for specific areas of your life. You know what your struggle is. You know where your difficulty lies, and it's okay to find someone to help you. All right? It's okay to find someone to help you on that area that you want to focus on. All right? Awesome. So instruction, learning the principle, the system, the ethics that they're teaching you, that this person is teaching you, and getting a better understanding of yourself. Thank you. I appreciate it. Understanding your identity and growing in the area of your life that you're focusing on through discipleship. All right. And again, I know that y'all honor the individuals that you are being led by, taught by, but you have to do your own assessment. Do I really know who I am? Is this person really helping me to know who I am, helping me to grow in different areas of my life? You have to. Don't stay stuck because you've known them all your life, or maybe they're somebody famous that you have signed on to their programs and all that. But are you getting the help that you really need? You have to do an assessment. Where am I? Have I grown? Being in this space, in this group, under this teaching, have I grown? You have to do that. And if you find that you have plateaued, it's okay to move on and move up. It's okay. All right. I want you to get that. And then the third area is imitation, and imitation is not all bad. It's not all bad. There's a healthy side to it. So living out what you have learned. This mentor, this teacher has poured into you, right? Giving you principles, systems, structures for you to follow. Now you're going to live out what you've learned. Walking out or putting into practice the things that you have learned from the teacher or the mentor. In this stage, you're going to hold on to the principles that you were taught, because if it worked for them, I'm sure it will work for you as well if you apply it correctly. All right, so you can produce some result in your life. And there's a fourth section to this, which is multiplication. And this is how we change the world. All right, We change the world through discipleship. And the portion of discipleship is the multiplication portion of it, right? Helping others repeat the process. Again, this is how we're going to change the generations behind us, the generation that follows us. If you learned how to become financially stable, you should teach someone else. You should not go to your grave with that knowledge just inside of your head. You got to teach someone else. You have to. Teach another person how to get financially stable, right? Disciple another with what you have learned, with whatever you have learned. This is how we change the world. Thank you. I appreciate that, Dwayne. I appreciate it. Ooh, I've never gotten one like that before. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So this is how we change the world. The multiplication part of discipleship or mentorship. Making sure that what you've learned, you pass it on. Pass it on. Don't hoard it. Oh, I know how to be rich. I know how to become rich. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. But you haven't taught anybody. You haven't taught no one. You haven't discipled anyone or mentored anyone. You got to do it, and don't discount yourself and say, "Oh, I'm not as educated as this one." No, what you know, teach someone else. All right? What you know, teach someone else. And I'm way over my time. So let's skip through some of this. Again, get the full strategy in the book. We're on page 189 today and 190. We're talking about discipleship from the Bold Moves Manual. Get your copy on Amazon. Thank y'all so much for sticking with me. Those numbers have been consistent. Thank you for sticking with me. So true discipleship happens in everyday moment, in your home, workplace, community, even here online, right? You're here with me. And I take pride in doing this, in showing up and teaching what I know, what I have experienced, passing that on to you. And another thing that I have committed to, and I've said it here before, I'm committed to continuous learning, right? So that you don't get stuck. I don't plateau and then you have to sit there and there's nothing new that you're learning. I don't want to do that to my mentees, right? Those who God has entrusted me with. I don't want to just settle with the basic and then they would get stuck, right? Because if they're looking to me for instruction, I need to continue to learn so I can continue to teach. So that is my commitment, to be a lifelong learner, so I can always have something to share or help. All right. All right. Awesome. 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 Let me skip through some of this. And for those of you who don't have a mentor yet, if you want to work with me, you can DM me the word mentor. You can DM me the word mentor and I'd be happy to enroll you in my mentorship program. If you have identified me as an individual of value with something that you want to learn, I'd be happy to serve you. All right. So I want you to understand the importance of having someone to show you the path to get to your desired destination. There's something great about having someone who is outside of your box, right? Outside of your box that you may have placed yourself in due to life issues. Things happen to you and you're like, this is it. This is just how it's going to be. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can get someone who is outside of the box, right? That person, that teacher, that mentor is able to help you identify areas that you can excel in and change your life. All right. Lifelong learner. Yes. Yes, indeed. Well, let's create a plan, Yo-Yo. DM me and let's create a plan. All right. Let's work through it. Because again, sometimes you just need someone to give you suggestions on how to get out of the space that you're in. This was fun and informative. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, Yo-Yo. So send me a message and let's create a plan. All right. So you can get out of that space. Good morning, Chantel. New here. Okay, awesome. Hit that follow button. I'm here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time for Command Your Day. So hit the follow button so you'll get the notification whenever I go live. All right. I do have a YouTube channel. All my videos are there. Already done. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. I am the productivity coach on YouTube. So you can subscribe to my channel there and catch up on some of my videos over there. All right. So again, it is important that you have someone that is outside of your box that is able to identify areas that you can excel in. Right? It is great to have access to someone who is able to shift your perspective, right? Shift your perspective on certain situations and open your eyes to see what is possible for you, right? Or point you in a direction that maybe you weren't even thinking about, right? Like Yo-Yo, she just said something and okay, I'm going to talk to her in my DMs and help her to get a different perspective on how to get to the solution to that issue. All right, Yo-Yo, so be sure to DM me so I don't forget. All right, send me a DM so I can share a different perspective with you on how to get out of that situation. All right, awesome. I have to skip through some of this because I'm way over my time. Get the book, The Bold Moves Manual. Get the book. And again, we were on page 189 and page 90 today. We use this book every morning, so grab it so you can follow along with us. Or you can download the e-version from the link that is in my bio. All right. But find you a mentor, someone to disciple you in this season so you can get to your next level. If you're already under discipleship, right? You already have a mentor, a master teacher, someone that's giving you instruction. You want to be doing a personal audit. Where am I? Am I on a path to my desired destination? Am I stuck? And be honest with yourself, right? You know what? I've put in 2 years learning from this group or this individual, but I haven't seen any real progress. I haven't seen any real change in my life. I am listening. I am eager to learn. I desire more, but I haven't gotten anything impactful. So let me seek out another way, all right? Another individual that maybe could help me better, right? Have better tools, have better information to help me to get to my next level, all right? And that's okay. Don't get in that space of feeling guilty because you've known them a long time. You're going to honor them. No disrespect. We're not going to disrespect anyone. We're not going to cut them down. No, because they've served a purpose and they're there to serve the purpose of someone else, right? So we're not going to cut them down. But you got to acknowledge when it is time for you to move up and move on. All right? It is a hard thing to do. But again, do you want to grow or do you want to stay at the same level in the same space doing the same thing for the rest of your life? If that's what you've settled with, then okay, I celebrate that if that is your decision. Okay, I'm not knocking you. But for those of you who really want to grow, really want to go to the next level, you really want to do everything that God has created you to do and activate those deep desires that you have within you that the Holy Spirit is pushing you. Hey, do this, do that, but you're not getting the right instruction to help you get there. You're gonna have to have an honest conversation with yourself and with the individual that you may have to pull out from under and move on up. All right. So I don't want you to get in that space of creating enemies. We don't do that. We recognize where there needs to be a change and we make the change respectfully. All right. So I'm not in the hater thing. I don't do that. But recognize when it is no longer beneficial. It has run its course, done what it was supposed to do. Now it's time to move on, move up, or move to another space. All right? It's okay. That's just life. That's just life. Think about those who you knew in elementary. Think about the teachers that you knew in elementary school. If you were still sitting under their teaching, what do you think you'd be able to accomplish in life right now? Not much. Right? So they've served their purpose. They did well. Now you got to identify when it is time to make the shift, to graduate, all right, and move to the next level. and no one should find or be offended by your desire to graduate. No one should be offended by that. Even with me, right? I have mentees, and if they've decided that, hey, you know what? I've learned enough. It is time for me to move on, move up, because there are people who know way more than I know, right? I will celebrate that. I will celebrate that change, that transition, that desire to go higher. I celebrate that, right? I celebrate that. And we should. We should all celebrate when someone has a desire to grow. All right. I'm way over my time, but again, we were on page 189 and 190. So grab the book, get the full strategy on discipleship. Let's set our intentions for today. Let's do that. Let's set our intentions for today. Let's do that. So think about that goal that you're working on for this month. We're in a new month. You can decide today, are you going to make the next 6 months filled with progress or excuses? You get to decide. What are you going to do? Make progress or make excuses? You can't do both. You can't progress with excuses. You can't. It just doesn't work. It's like oil and water. You can't mix them, right? So you got to decide, am I going to make the next 6 months count? Like, I'm really going to focus in and get this thing done? Or am I just going to make excuses? I can't. I don't have this. I don't know that. It's the year of bold moves. It is. All right. So think about that goal that you're working on and consider 3 things that you can do today that will get you 3 steps closer to that goal becoming a reality in your life. Get those 3 things done today. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. You don't want to overwhelm yourself because your brain will say, you know what, we'll do it next week. We'll do it tomorrow. Next week is going to turn into 2 months from now. So just do 3 things today that gets you 3 steps closer to your goal becoming a reality. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. And then you're 3 steps closer to that goal becoming a reality. If you need my help, you need my systems, you need the principles that I teach, the lessons that I teach to my mentees. The Action Accelerator is accepting new clients. So you can DM me the word mentor and I will help you to get enrolled in my mentorship program. You get my eyes on your goals. You get the lessons, pre-recorded lessons. You get recording from our live sessions. You get a workbook and additional materials that you can use to accomplish these life goals inside of the Action Accelerator. So you're going to DM me the word mentor if you want to work with me, and I'll help you to get enrolled. All right. Awesome. Let's make some decrees and then I've got to go. My alarm is going to go off any minute now. And this platform is going to have me do a puzzle. All right, so here we go. I'm going to decree for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. There's so much power in agreement. All right, so here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfect. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. Hi, Mrs. Latasha. How are you? Thank you so much for all the gifts. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today, and we understand that anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. So get those three things done today. Again, if you want to work with me, just DM me. Just DM me the word mentor, and I'll be happy to get you enrolled in the you're so funny, Ricky. And I'll get you enrolled in the Action Accelerator. All right. So remember, the word of the day is discipleship. You want to do an assessment to see where you stand, or if you don't have one, you got to identify one, get connected. You got to be intentional about getting connected. Thank you for all the gifts. Not y'all be messy. Yeah, it's okay. I'm used to it by now. I'm used to it by now. But that's okay. That's all right. So I want you to take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things, expect answered prayers, expect promotion and increase. Anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. So get those things done today. All right. I will be back tomorrow. Yes, Liz, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Lilia. I appreciate that. So I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll have another word of the day. Have an amazing day. Hey, Global Chick Venture, how are you? Have a great day as well. All right. Yes, so for those of you who are just hopping on, you can catch the replay on my YouTube channel. I am the Productivity Coach on YouTube. I'm Anika V. Brown on Facebook, Instagram as well. All right, awesome. Have a great day. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.